Alright guys, welcome back. Sorry about those technical difficulties. I'm not using YouTube events again. I've said I wouldn't before, and this time I'm sticking with it. So sorry about that, anyone that's left a like or shared it or whatever. This is a different URL, so if you want to do it again, I would appreciate it. The delay should be better now. You guys can test it, see if it is. This is how this is how I normally run it, so it should be perfect. Hey Ryan, Max, Kenneth, PD. Is it Juntos or Juntos? Sorry if I butchered that, I apologize. Let me know if I said it wrong. Hey Lindsay. Alex. Alright, new game. Let's do it. Oh, how's that, Kenneth? Just do this for fun. All right, 6 seconds is good enough. I should have turned off those notifications. Oops. Well, that's what I'll do. But the problem is then people, you know, drop likes or share that URL, and then it ends up going nowhere, right? But yeah, I can still schedule it with Stream Now. It just means that I can only do one at a time. So if I want to do randoms like I always do, things get screwy. But anyway, whatever. I'll figure it out. I don't get why it has such a delay, though. That's really odd. But who knows? Okay, we should turn off those notifications. One sec, guys. Hopefully we don't see anything we shouldn't. We'll find out. I think that's good. No, it doesn't, Kenneth. Hey, Bryce. I'm going to go with Link, but that's because I'm biased. I would go Breath of the Wild, personally, Alex. It's my favorite game in quite some time. If anybody has any questions about the game, let me know. I'm pretty familiar with it. Yeah, it's awesome. I answered. Okay. This TV is really bad burning. Luckily, you guys don't see it. Well, thanks to everybody that dropped a like again. I appreciate it. I think that's going to be a bit of a hit since we had to start a totally different stream.
Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Okay, so basically, well, you know the basics about the story. Like, so Link basically wakes up. He doesn't remember anything. This Sheikah Slate is how he kind of interacts with the world. You know, your map's on there. Yeah, you get certain powers. There's a camera, of course. But yeah, the key is he doesn't know anything right now. So we're starting off with nothing. We'll have to learn about the world, what happened 100 years ago. So he's been sleeping for 100 years. I think it's 100 years. Yeah, so that's where we're starting right now. No powers, we don't have clothes. Old shirt? That's not what I'm going to be pressing, because I'm using a different controller. Yeah, I'm a little jealous. Yeah, this TV's so bad for burn-in.
Hold the sheet.
I've never seen a TV this bad for burn-in.
That will show you the way.
But it doesn't matter. No, Alex, I haven't. So this is basically Link's PDA. If you want to go old school or new school, you'd say tablet. It's pretty hilarious, but whatever. It's handy. I think originally, because this game was originally developed for the Wii U, I think originally they were going to tie it together much more. Yeah, I want to get my pants. Oh, I didn't see the other... I didn't see the other chest. Again, burn-in. Oh, that sounds good.
You are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again.
The only voice I'm not a fan of in this game is Zelda's. Unfortunately. I should drink it. Yeah, that might be dangerous. Well-worn trousers. Couldn't they have left the dude with something better? I mean, he is supposedly the hero. Oh, this could be fun. No stamina, no power, crappy weapons. Get ready for some fun, guys. Actually, it feels like it's been a while since I played this. Wow. It hasn't been that long. Ooh, yeah, that's unusual. My brother hates cheesecake, so he's with you there, but... It's just a magnificent game. If you haven't seen it, it's just visually stunning. And it's a pleasure to play. This became one of my favorite games of all time, so... I do, Chris. Yeah, it's a beautiful game. That's saying a lot, because it's so difficult. Once you've been playing for a long time, it's difficult for new games to kind of take over old games. Even if you don't mean it to, like, nostalgia is a factor. But yeah, this game is definitely up there. What genres? Well, I have, just like my game taste, I'm kind of all over the place in terms of what I like. Yeah. But I mean, I like literary fiction, I like classics, but lately I've been reading a lot of sci-fi, fantasy, that kind of stuff, so I'm kind of all over the place, I said. What are you into? Like, name a book, I'll be able to tell you. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not a big Pokemon guy. I know a lot of people that are, but it's just never really done anything for me, so I don't... No, I haven't. Is it good? Okay, so in case anyone hasn't... Has anybody not seen Zelda? I know Lindsay said she hadn't seen it. So one of the cool things about this is you can literally climb everything, which is unusual for video games, and it's pretty awesome. Soon we'll be getting... I'm going to fall a lot because my stamina sucks. But soon we'll get something called the paraglider, where we can actually, like, float, you know, glide, I guess. Pretty much anywhere, so it really makes you want to explore this world. Hey, Cumberbat. What kind of book is it? I'm looking for something new. I'm almost finished what I'm reading right now. Give you a frame of reference. I'm reading another Neil Gaiman or Gaiman book. I like his stuff quite a bit. This is kind of a weird one, though. It's written by him and, who's the other guy? Some other guy. It's called Good Omens, hilariously enough. It's okay, but, almost done it. So here's some apples. How's your day been, Cumberbat? Oh, I've heard of the Mistborn trilogy. I haven't read it, though. I've heard of that. I didn't recognize the name of the author, but I definitely recognize the name of the series. Maybe I should give that one a try. So here's some random old guy. He's funny. I like his laugh. You'll hear it in a second.
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
I cannot complain. He'll give it to me in a second. I beg your pardon. I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go about taking whatever you please. Oh, forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. It is a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who lived here, alone, for quite some time now. Oh no, Cumberbatch. Nope. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this? Where are we? Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. Hey, Skate Cat. Yeah, it's our third playthrough. I love this game. So we'll be playing this every Monday at 9 Eastern. Again, anybody that didn't see, we've got a schedule in the description. So each day we're going to be playing a certain game at 9. Still going to be doing random ones otherwise, but like in other games. But those are the ones we're going to be playing every night. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. This guy's built like Mike Tyson. Look at his little legs. Although his legs aren't skinny like Tyson's. But they're tiny. Yep, we'll do. Yeah, definitely, Chris. It's just not a scheduled game. It's going to happen for sure at least once a week. Whether it's during the week or on the weekend, 100%. That temple there, long ago, it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. You guys want me to narrate? I'm just messing around right now. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned, in a state of decay. Oh, nice, Chris. I hear you, Cumberbatch. Thanks, Max. Welcome, Robert. Yeah, I think Fight Club might have had the best description of living on little sleep. It's like life has becomes like a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy. So it's yeah, I think that's clear enough. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. Ho ho! What are you doing? I'm relaxing by the fireside, of course. Although I'll need to cook myself another baked apple at some point. Wink. Simple foods such as apples are fine to eat raw, but roasting them on a fire makes them tastier and more nutritious. Do you not have somewhere else to be, young one? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Well then, just help yourself to that torch there. And how, may I ask, are you planning to use it? As a weapon. To set things on fire. It's a secret. I see. Well then, do as you please. There are plenty of monsters ahead of you. Ahead of here, though. Remember that you can use that as a weapon if need be. However, do not just swing it around without purpose. You must face your opponents and lock your sights on them. Ding! Oh, I totally just pressed the... Wow. Okay. I pressed the center of it like it's a PS4 controller. That was special. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Let's go here. So right now, this is our map. We have nothing. We see nothing. We've got to go climb towers, basically, to open up this map. Similar to Horizon Zero Dawn with the tall necks. Where's our marker? He doesn't crawl nearly as well as Little Link. Wait, how do I crawl? See, it's not nearly as exciting. Yeah, Horizon's on Wednesday nights now. Wood Woodcutter's axe. I know, it's not nearly as exciting, I'm sorry. This game, I feel, though, going forward is kind of the benchmark for open world games. I think, like, all of them, so Elder Scrolls, whatever, I think that if they don't follow in the suits, if they don't at least match, like, the ability to climb anything, I consider them kind of a failure. So, this game, I think, really sets the bar, just like Skyrim did for open world games previously. Let's see how quickly I die. Just took his weapon. Bokoblin horn. The severed horn of... I'm not going to actually read that. Okay, where is my mark, though? Why didn't, Yeah, exactly. Well, here, like, literally... Okay, I don't remember that animation every time. Like, you literally can go to the very edges of the map before it tells you you can't do something. The only thing that stops you from climbing is your stamina. And you can put that... You can increase that pretty substantially. Hey, Greg, welcome back. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so where is my mark? Ha, Kenneth. Oh, right. It's not active. Here we go. It helps if you make your quest active. I've got to remind myself that I don't have the paraglider. Because I'm used to, like, jumping off cliffs all the time and not thinking twice. Also attacking things whenever I want. I'll die really quickly. Anyone will kill me really quickly because I'm super weak. So, we'll see how this goes. Where's my weapon? Nah, I'm already out of stamina. Oh, I want a bow. Here, we have to be sneaky here because that's not what I wanted to do. Well, weren't you in the last stream? If I had a bow and arrow, I could hit those explosive barrels. Ding. Haha. Well then. That's why I said welcome back. I'm just kidding. Boko Club? Oh noes. Which one of these branches should we drop? Do I have to equip it and throw it? I'll see you later, Chris. Have a good night, man. Hey, Upward, how you doing? Thanks, man. I will. I need a bow. Oh, no, I'm just bugging you, Greg. Don't worry, buddy. I need something to... I have nothing. I have no powers, nothing here. So, unless I can somehow get around... Well, I guess I could do this too. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oops! That's how you whistle for your Horse. I forgot that that was a thing. I'm doomed if all these guys come after me. Let's just go for a mark. That's probably smart. I could cheat and do this. No, we have to kill somebody that has a bow. Do these guys have bows? I can't tell what they're using. No. So I could cheat, but I'm not going to. See how I can continuously run? I'm not running out of power. It's because there's a way you can, if you hold down the whistle button, it ignores your stamina. I won't do that. Even if I might be tempted. Oh, wait a second. What just happened? See, I was talking. Oh, here we are. Yeah, I've done a couple streams. I'm going to continue doing it. It's just not going to be a scheduled, like, weekday stream. Like, it's just going to be random streams. We'll do it at least once a week, for sure. I'm having quite a bit of fun with it, Upward. Okay, so, oh, right, this is the first tower. So this is what I was talking about when it, oh, I forgot I don't have the thing. That could have been bad. Where it opens up your map. Cumberbed, I'm guessing because you didn't get a lot of sleep that you're not into some heavy rain tonight. And that's totally cool. Unless. Hey, 10 likes. Thanks, guys. Squirrel. Wait, so you are up for it? Okay. We might start a bit earlier tonight. Hopefully that helps. Okay, this is the first tower. Haha, nice. Well, maybe we won't. Okay, cool. We'll see how it goes. Oh, no worries, Upward. Glad you're here, though, man. Hey, Pokemon. This is my third time. I love this game, though. Love it. I'm happy to do it again. This is kind of also part of the whole 1-year anniversary thing. Kind of going back and playing some of the games that were kind of mainstays. Again, we're playing Wind Waker on Thursdays. Skyrim Tuesdays, this Mondays. Wednesdays, Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm going all over the place. Monday is this, Tuesday is Skyrim, Wednesday is Horizon, Thursday is Wind Waker, and Friday is Arkham City. Is it 20 bucks? Yeah. It's worth it. Especially for, well, I think the second part is better. But, yeah. I'd buy it. Again. So interestingly, the rock can produce some sort of liquid which can communicate with the tablet. Don't ask. And this opens up part of the map. So now we can see details. All that. Yeah, I really like the Champion's Ballad. I do like being able to see where you've gone to. That was really the thing I cared about most from the first part. It looks like liquid, does it not? But yes, I don't know. I think it's not... Remember. Try to remember. Doesn't that look like the Magic Kingdom? That's what I always think of. It's like do 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 do.
The beast.
The beast.
When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end.
I'm drinking. Not really though. We still need to do the After Dark stream one of these days. Wait, wasn't Cassandra here before?
Now then. You must hurry, Link.
I don't know if we lost anybody that was here before. Hopefully everybody comes back.
Before it's too late.
Hey, 15 people watching. Welcome, everyone. I gotcha. Yay, completed a task. Beautiful. Okay, so I can't glide down, which kind of sucks. So, what are we going to do? We have to climb down. 50? No. It's been a little while since we've had 50. It's all good, though. No worries, man. Okay, did we have... I think I could fast travel, can't I? Oh. Well then, is the old dude up there? I'm gonna... Oh, made it. Okay. And I did this already. Oh, okay, this sucks. Okay, so what am I... Do I really have to climb all the way down? Yeah, just jump, thanks. Well, it's because they're overly complicated, what's it called? Okay, I'm pretty sure I could just jump. Let's do it. Not all the way down. Don't get excited. You hear the tappy sound? Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Oh. Boy. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I love the sound of his little, like, grunt laugh. Oh, got it, Max. I also love the piano if we get it. Are we going to get it? This tower and others like it, or others just like it, have erupted across the land, one after another. It is almost as though a long dormant power was awoken. Has awoken quite suddenly. Yeah, that's another game. We gotta finish a couple games because that's coming up. We're gonna play the first one leading up to that. I'm excited for it. Big time. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop that tower? ... I heard a voice. Well now, a voice you say. Yeah, we're never gonna play it. It's just we had to clear it. We have to clear it a couple games. We're pretty close for a couple, so it will definitely be on the schedule soon. And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? Have a good night, Max. What's a little overrated? Red Dead? I've never played it. I'm excited to play it. But I'm not usually a Western fan, so I'm a little leery, but I've heard really good things. We'll have to see. No. I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. I'm just hoping I like it as much as everybody like it that I've talked to has liked it. I'm really leery of it because, again, I don't care for Westerns, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I bought it day one. I've been meaning to play it forever. I just never got around to it. Part of it's because of that reluctance. But still, it's going to happen. Maybe on the weekend. Yeah, well, that's good to hear, because that's my concern for me. That is Calamity Ganon. Oh yeah. There was a, but, yep. Yep. But I go through periods like around that time I stopped playing games as much because work got really busy. So I have a ton of games that I bought back then that I never even opened that I'm still making my way back to. It happens though, right? It's either, you know, work or before that school or whatever. Life just gets busy, and I kind of get pulled out of, or I did get pulled out of gaming as frequently. So that's one of the good things. I got all these games to come back and play. There you go. I've still got PS2 games that I still haven't played, so it's okay. I could show you my bookcase of games. It's ridiculous, but I love it because I've still got tons of fun stuff to play that I know is good that I just haven't gotten around to yet. But yeah, it is embarrassing how many of my games are still shrink-wrapped from ages ago. But it's okay. Hey, Stereocat. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once more. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. Oh. Oh. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I do. I had a feeling you would say that. Here, on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to try to jump off, well, no death could be more certain or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Hand it over. 100%. 100. This is my third time playing it. It is for me upward, but it depends on well, for me it was. I mean, I really liked Odyssey too, like Mario Odyssey. I quite liked it. Like, it's one of my top 5 Mario games probably. This is one of my top 3 Zelda games. I would say it's worth it. I bought the system for this game, and I already owned a Wii U, for what it's worth. As frustrating as that is. And this is my 3rd playthrough, and I bought it day 1, so I've put quite a bit of time into this. Yeah, that's the trick, right? I mean, they're going to be bringing over a lot of the Wii U games to the Switch. So there are some really good games that will get ported over. I mean, Metroid Prime 4 is coming out, which for me is another system seller if it's anywhere close to the original Prime games. If you like Mario, like Mario Odyssey is a really good Mario game. What else? I mean, I've got a bunch of other games, but in Mario Kart 8, I like playing with friends. But that depends on if you like kart racers. But really, it's a matter of, well, Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade 2 is a pretty good game. I haven't played it yet, but I'm looking forward to that. But I always buy the Nintendo consoles because I'm kind of a sucker for certain franchises. So I've never not bought a Nintendo console. It's primarily for Zelda, Metroid, Mario. I will always buy a Nintendo console just for those. Oh, for me too. Like 90% of my games are PlayStation, but I'll always buy a system for Zelda. Again, and Mario and Metroid and what else is there? No, there's nothing wrong with that, Upward. If I had to buy one system, it wouldn't be if I had only one system I could buy, which would never happen. But if I did, I'd go, say PS4 in terms of the number of games and the number of really good games. But Nintendo pumps out fewer games, like far fewer games, but the quality is generally excellent. But again, it's all personal preference and stuff, right? Like, I'm not a fanboy. I only like good games, so I don't really care. There are things I don't like about Nintendo. There are things I don't like about Sony. There are things I don't like about Microsoft. For me, it's all about... Well, I'd count myself among those as well. I don't care as much about a lot of the really popular games. Like, I don't care about Pokemon. I don't care about Smash as much. Like, I'll probably get it just for kicks if I can play against people I know. But, again, for me, it's 3 games. It's Zelda, Metroid, Mario. I will buy a system for those games alone. Hey, Cassandra. But it's not a cheap thing, right? So you got to make that call. But I'd say, from my perspective, Breath of the Wild is one of the best games I've played in 15, 20 years. So take that for what it's worth. But it's not a cheap investment, right? So I understand. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? I don't mind Smash, Joey. It's just that I'm not like... And I'm willing to have my mind changed. I'm just not like a fanatic about it like a lot of people are, and that's okay. That's just what people like. Pokemon, I just missed the boat on that. Like, my brothers were into it. My cousin was super into it. I just wasn't at the right age for that to be something I was excited about. And I'm not judging at all that people like it. It's just that I never had that connection to it. Come, let me show you something. But what I hope for as time goes on is I want to get rid of these like proprietary consoles. I want like a singular system where everybody can play whatever game they want on it. I don't think we're far away from that, to be honest. Yeah, no, I forgot about that. Skyrim on the go is a pretty sweet proposition. What do you mean? What would be awful? No, you misinterpret what I mean. I don't mean like one company making I mean like an open platform. So like basically like PC. Where basically different companies could... Yeah, but it doesn't benefit users whatsoever to have different systems. In fact, it hurts consumers. Yeah, no, but there's nothing... Just... Okay. Explain. Because right now, the current situation is that only... Well, I would... Okay. We're looking at it from different perspectives and upward. Because I would consider there to be more competition if it were a level playing field than if you have a smaller number of people using a system that is proprietary. So, for instance, the price of a game would go down if you had more people able to buy it, basically. I don't think there is any competition for pricing of hardware currently. I don't think there is competition right now. If you look at the PC landscape, look at Steam sales and whatnot, where you can make your money off of volume. So you can see games for, you know, a third or quarter of the price of what you see it on a console because there are 10 times more people buying it. That would be my argument in favor of what I'm suggesting. Also, the fact that there's really nothing special about any of the consoles. They're basically PC hardware, but they're old. I mean, the Switch has a bit more of a value proposition because it's also... yeah, exactly, Cumberbatch. I think basically how it exists currently is that each company, so Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, all have their own closed garden ecosystem where basically they sell it to only the people that have their hardware. So they can sell it for whatever they want because the person has to buy it from them. And there are so few people buying it, so there is no competition currently. I mean, the PlayStation Store and Xbox Live got sales every now and then, but they're nothing compared to Steam. And, yeah, the incentive basically... And it's also actually, it would be an incentive for... Yeah, exactly. And Sony with theirs, and Microsoft with what they have left of theirs. It's definitely in the interest of the consumer or the gamer to have a choice of all games available rather than just whichever ones have... what's it called? Either own the rights to them or license the rights to them. It's also a benefit to the developers because it's actually a really big pain for developers to have to then redevelop their game to run on different operating systems just because that's how you access the people. If all players are able to use one game, it reduces the cost of development substantially, which then reduces the cost that they have to charge for the, you know, I'd like to hear your argument, but I feel pretty strongly about this. And I've thought about this for quite some time. Please, no, but give me your argument upward. I'd love to hear it. Because you're the first person I've heard that's argued against my idea. Aside from just liking to have, like, protection, say, for Nintendo games, I'd be really interested to hear. I think it's inevitable that's the way it's going, too. Because the other reality is that the companies aren't making money on their consoles. It's just basically a way to force it to be, again, closed garden ecosystem. Because I guess my point is I don't see at all how there's competition currently. So I don't think it's in the interest. Well, right, but the idea is that, I mean, it is an open marketplace, right? There are competitors for Steam, like GOG and Origin and everything. Like, there's nothing stopping anybody from opening a store, right? But on Microsoft, on Sony, on Nintendo, nobody can sell except for them. So there's absolutely no competition on the consoles. Whereas on PC it is open. They can sell it. They can set up their own store if they want. Nobody owns, except for Valve owning the rights to Valve's. I don't think so. If that were the case, the prices you'd see on Steam would be the same prices you'd see on Nintendo, or on Microsoft or Sony, which is not the case. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to. I'm just really interested in this conversation. Okay. Look, well, I mean that's true, but I would argue actually that's not an indication of competition. I'd argue that's a situation I'd argue that's an instance of collusion. Just like how you go from one store to, like, you know, one gas station from one to another, it's all the same price. Doesn't mean it's because of competition. It's because the prices are fixed. Like, yeah, no, I'm totally respectful. I'm just really interested in hearing other positions because I can be wrong. I mean, I don't think I recognize that I could be missing stuff. I've just thought that for quite some time it seemed like this is the way things were going. What am I doing? We're going somewhere. I just went to press for the touchpad again. Okay, so where would I get, Oh, there it is. Gotcha, thanks man. I just kinda zoned out. Because I'm pretty interested in this kind of stuff, so... And I guess to be fair, my comparison is, my comparison for the current situation is like PC gaming like 10, 15, 20 years ago, where basically you'd have to go to a store and pick up a boxed game, and you'd be paying like the equivalent of what we pay now, right? Like 60, 70 bucks, whatever, for the game. If you saw it on sale, it'd be like the equivalent to, like, you know, EB Games putting a game on sale for like $5 or $10 off or whatever. But with the onset of like Steam and GOG and Origin, all that kind of stuff, you see games for like 10 bucks, you know, $5 within 6 to 8 months. There are other complications that arise from that issue from a developer standpoint. But, oh, I know. I'm just using it as an example though. Like with this kind of, like availability, because if you look at any of the like the brick and mortar retailers, all their prices are pretty much the same too, right? Which isn't competition. Oh, that's well, that's just yeah, that's their business practice. And it's sad that, but they've been successful for quite some time. The sad thing is that people will continue to give them the money, because that's, yeah, it's criminal. I mean, not actually, but it's morally wrong. But they're struggling. Like, I'm wondering long term if we'll still have, like, I don't think we will. Want to get into a broader argument? Like, I don't think we'll have brick and mortar video game stores. Like, I think they're already kind of pulling out. They kind of have been for 10, 15 years. Yeah, that's always the frustrating thing, Upward. I don't know how many times I bought a game right when it came out, and it's like, oh, like a month or two later, you could have gotten it for free. That's frustrating. I've been there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of games. I mean, I bought, it's happened a whole bunch of times. But in terms of like platform, I was kind of hoping for the Steam box to actually do well, which it didn't. But I like the idea of it. I just don't think it was the right time. Where basically, manufacturers or companies could build them themselves so distribute themselves, sell them for what they wanted. And they could have, you know, higher or lower stats and it'd be a higher or lower price based on specs, but all of the games would be a bottom line to what could be played on it. Even do like a skinned operating system so it's not as confusing to people, because PCs are obviously a bit more confusing sometimes. I still haven't played GTA 5 either, than consoles, but I don't think it'd be that hard for that kind of thing to be successful. But you'd need the big guys to not keep protecting their stuff. Like, they'd have to buy in. I don't know how it would happen. I just kind of see that as being inevitable. Magnesis. But also other things like online multiplayer and whatnot. Like, we're starting to see some progression on this. I didn't realize. I forget who was telling me recently. Oh god, I hate the idea of season passes. Especially if they won't announce what's included in it. I think that's kind of wrong. If they'll sell it to you without telling you what you get, I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's right. Oh, have they announced? Like, is there like, what is the DLC going to be for? Is there any story-based DLC? Or is it all? I have no idea what's going on with Tomb Raider. So no story. That's frustrating. I've been burned a couple times too many with that kind of stuff. I don't trust companies anymore. Oh, I missed him. Oh, almost got me. Did. I'm gonna crush you. Yeah, but didn't you have to order it? Like, wasn't the season pass part of the versions of Tomb Raider that allowed you to play prior to release? Oh, that's frustrating, Upward. Sorry about that, man. I hate when that happens. So basically, even if they announced it day one, it would have been too late for anyone that bought the game with the intention of playing it early, right? No, I'm doing the whole story from scratch, Cassandra. Sorry, I've been... Have you watched any of this game? I can fill you in on what's happened so far, if you have any questions, or... Yeah, we're at the very beginning. Yeah, I was tempted to do it for the extra couple days of getting to play it, but I couldn't rationalize it. Oh, it's just a... Hey, Jidas. What do you mean, new series? Okay, so Cassandra, basically what's happened... Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it is on the Xbox. So what's happened, Luke, we literally just started a new playthrough. So Link wakes up in this, like, whatever, cave, shrine, whatever. He doesn't remember anything. It's been 100 years that he's been sleeping. Zelda's talking to him. Oh yeah, for sure. We're replaying, doing a new playthrough of this. We're doing, obviously, Skyrim, another playthrough of Wind Waker, first playthrough of Arkham City, and our second playthrough of Horizon. Kind of celebrating the 1 year. Anyway, Cassandra, so he wakes up 100 years later. Zelda's kind of communicating with him, I guess through telepathy. We don't really know. She's just basically talking to him, but he doesn't know who she is. He finds some clothes, heads out. He gets this thing called the Sheikah Slate. So, how do we do this? Yeah, I forget the command. Nope. What is the command? Okay, so the Sheikah Slate, it's basically... yeah, exactly, Upward. It's basically, there is a photo mode for sure. It's like a tablet basically. It allows him to communicate with certain like altars, let's say, in shrines. Basically, here let me finish this one first, and I'll show you the tower. Meanwhile, there's this old guy who's randomly hanging around, who's telling us stuff about, you know, how 100 years ago there was a fight against Ganon at Castle Hyrule, but they lost, and he's been restricted, or he's been being kind of imprisoned in a way in the castle up until recently. So when we go outside, you'll be able to see it's kind of overtaken by this kind of like purpley, cloudy, evil thing. So basically, for 100 years, he's been kept in captivity in the castle, but he's expected to be let loose and kind of release his powers and you know, ravage the world, basically, right? It turns out, I'll say this in advance, that Zelda's there holding him to the castle. I won't. That's basically what's happening. She's at the castle, and so's Ganon. So what happens as time goes on is there are several things we do with this Sheikah Slate. One is, okay, I got it, buddy. So one is, this is how we interact with our map. Like this, pretend we're looking at this tablet type thing. So this is the only part we've opened up. There are things called towers in this game, that once we go up there and activate them, it opens up, like it shows us details on the map. This is the whole map here. Think of it similarly to Horizon Zero Dawn with those tall necks, where it does a similar thing. Haha, upward. The other things we can do eventually, like we can take pictures, like different abilities get unlocked as the game goes on. Like for instance here we get something called Magnesis, which allows us to use like magnetic powers to manipulate metallic objects. There are other ones that will become available later on. But yeah, basically at this point, we don't know who we are. We know basic information about the world. Again, we're in Hyrule. We're kind of being guided both by Zelda's random conversations, which are one-sided. We're not talking back. And they're very fleeting, right? Like, it's like she's sending messages to us, but they're not, you know, conversations. And then this old man who has been telling us stuff. We just met him. Literally, we just started the game. This is our first shrine. Okay, so I should also explain that. Sorry, I just used Magnesis there in case you're curious about how that worked. So this is metallic doors, so I can manipulate them. Hey, Dishonored. You know, well, sometimes, depending, I don't know what happened, but sometimes things take a long time. I mean, there's still stuff that bugs me from years ago. It's normal. I'm not sure what started it. Assassin's Creed definitely was an early... Anyway, so basically what happens is, we haven't really discovered this in the game, but I'll say it now just for simplicity. There are a bunch of... There's no lag spike. We're still at like 5 seconds, which I think is good. Anyway, so this is our first shrine, basically, which ends up being... there's like puzzles you have to do, basically. And at the end of it, you get... I'll show you right here. This is the end of it. This is one of the guys that's kind of protecting the... Or not protecting, but he's... Anyway, we'll see here. He'll give us something, and we can collect those and use those for upgrades. So we're not finding heart pieces in this game. We use these... Oh, I thought you meant the stream had a... Sorry, Dishonored. So each of the shrines, I think there are 120 total of shrines. Each of them, you have to pass certain puzzles to get these orbs, basically, which then you can trade in for either additional hearts or additional stamina. So there aren't dungeons in this game like there are in traditional Zelda games. There are divine beasts, which we'll see what those are. Yeah, it's a little different. Also, there's cooking in this game. Your weapons can get destroyed because of use. You do have different outfits that have different abilities. cooking different things can give you different things. I know that's a lot of people. A lot of people struggled with that. You also get additional powers when you defeat divine beasts. I won't give any details about what the divine beasts are or anything. It is kind of like a dungeon, but it's different because basically it's like you have to manipulate things to get to a certain place to fight the boss type thing. There aren't really, like, that I can recall, are there enemies? I mean, there are enemies, but it's not the same thing as a dungeon, but it's the closest thing to a dungeon. True, but there's a lot more of it in this game. You can also upgrade your clothing. So here's the old guy. Again, this is an open world Zelda game, so it's different. It's like a mix between a traditional Zelda and a game like Skyrim or, you know, Witcher, that kind of thing. And I think it does open world. I think those series have to take something from this series to get to the next level. I think this is kind of... I mean, that's not to say they're the same games, but I mean, the ability to basically climb and go anywhere in the map here is not... I haven't seen it in a different game yet. Anyway, so here's the old man. I can... Does anybody else not seen this game? I can say things if you want me to say spoilers or not. Again, it's their third playthrough, so I don't know. But let me know. Anyway, I'm doing vocals for the old man. It seems you managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. I know, we're lucky, Upward. We're lucky. I still haven't played Darksiders. Are you getting Fallout 76? I've pre-ordered it. I hope I don't regret it. How did you know? Clairvoyance, Cumber. Oh, or perhaps something similar. I'm getting it. I just hope I don't regret it. Hey, Asomi. As one gets older, it can become more difficult to see what is right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. Crystal. I said that funny. Haha! I like his laugh. But perhaps that is not true for everyone. Oh ho ho! The appearance of those towers and the awakening of this shrine. Is all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. What do you mean? Oh. It has been quite some time since I have seen that Sheikah slate. I have to get Fallout. I can't say no, although I wish it were just an offline game. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. Hey JP, welcome. Hey Poyo. The great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. I can relate to that, Dishonored. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it is said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across this land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasure from each of those shrines, and I will give you my paraglider. That wasn't the deal. Starting over? I don't know. I wanted to do another playthrough. It's fun playing this game. Oh? Well, I suppose I changed my mind. I'm sure that won't be a problem for a young go-getter like you. Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking around from a high point. Let's see here. I know, right? How about you make your way to the top of that tower again? Are you joking? Oh ho ho. I'm afraid not. But do not worry. I have another little trick to share with you for your effort. Take a look at the map on your Sheikah slate. Oh, Dishonored, that sucks. See those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you woke, the shrine you came from, and the tower. You can travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate. Or so I heard quite some time ago. I do not know if it actually works as such. Okay, so what was I talking about? Right, so Cassandra, the towers... I like Hero's Path more mode. I thought that was cool. So that's basically the path where we've gone. I can show you one of my other playthroughs, and it's like everything's covered in green. That was part of the first DLC. Hey, Vice. So, any place we've discovered or conquered... Well, can we... Yeah, any place we've discovered, we can... In terms of a shrine, a tower... any of the blue points, basically, on the map, we can fast travel to. So here, I'm going to go to the tower. That's what he's basically telling us. You can fast travel. We turn into blue stuff because reasons. That thing behind us was the tower. So basically, we're going to be looking around for towers. And we'll activate them, which again will open up our map, but also allow us to fast travel back and forth. It's a pretty big map. And I agree, like, I kind of miss... I am doing voices, Ryan. Only for the old guy. Thanks, Coverbat. That's right, Kenneth. So, right now we don't have a paraglider, which kind of sucks. When we do, we can jump off the cliff and glide down. The other thing that allows us to really... It really encourages us to explore, and it's a lot of fun. I've spent a ton of time. It's true, Playo. Thanks, Upward. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Oh, it encourages you to explore. You can climb literally anything in this game. Well, I don't know about this thing. Maybe like that was a bad example. But I'll show you, like, you get... like, the cliffs, hills, everything. The only thing you might run out of... Like, you might fall if you run out of stamina. But, like, every tree there, I can climb. I can cut it... I can cut down most trees, you know... Like, honestly, it's incredible. Yeah. Hey, Mari. Is it Mari or Mary? Welcome. It is different than traditional Zelda games in a way, but it still feels very much like Zelda, and it is an incredible game. But I understand the being concerned about certain changes, but I think it works, and I think it was kind of necessary. But... yeah, it's incredible, Vice. It's a pleasure to play. I'm surprised it took you so long to catch up with an old man like me. Did you fly here? Oh ho ho. So you think an old man like me needs to fly to stay ahead of you? I'm surprised I haven't done it yet. I'm so used to jumping off of everything. I still have a few tricks left in me. Now then. Oh, I know you're tired, Upward. Sorry for jumping on the conversation earlier. I'm just always really excited to hear different people's opinions about that kind of stuff. He doesn't really. I'm just making fun of him. Oh, it's worth... I really hope they bring them over to the Switch, Ryan. I really, really hope they do. But it's worth it. I'm absolutely loving playing Wind Waker again. Again, we did it a year ago. It's a pleasure. I expect all the Zelda games to be on the Switch sometime within the next year. I kind of expected them to already be on, but Nintendo works in mysterious ways. Me too, Alex. I wouldn't have enjoyed it. I'm just joking around with my voice, but I think voicing kind of old characters, like, you know, characters that you've had around for a long time, if it doesn't sound the way you think, or if it doesn't, you know, all that kind of stuff, it could pull you out of it. I think everybody kind of likes to pretend they're the character type thing. I think there's something that... or at least they have some investment. They're emotionally invested in the character, so anything that deviates from that kind of pulls you away from that kind of feeling of familiarity. Oh, thanks, Pollo. I think it'll happen, but it might take a long time, in all honesty. Well, that's what I like about it, Cumberbat. I like it because it doesn't... Like, I complain about Zelda's voice, because Zelda's voice doesn't sound anything like what I would have pictured. But if it were Link having a voice, I'd be constantly reminded that it wasn't really the same kind of character that I had grown up with in a way. You know what I mean? It would make it more alien, make it less relatable if it turned out I didn't like it. And the odds of me not liking it are pretty high, right? Exactly, Ryan. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Alex. There's definitely something to be said for that, and it works. I mean, in all honesty, I kind of wish, in a way, maybe they didn't voice Mario, but it's a bit different though, because you don't have the same kind of emotional connection. I don't think. Well, it's different, just different. I still kind of giggle sometimes at Mario's voice. Have a good night, Upward. Hope you get some sleep. Yeah, I'm not sure why they let you pick his... I mean, that does allow you to personalize it, for sure. Alright, man. Sounds good. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, I never changed... Wait, did I didn't pick his name in this one. But in previous games, you could. But I think... same with, like, Final Fantasy games. I never changed the Final Fantasy characters' names. Like, I never do. Wait, who did? Ryan? Wait, the guy? I forget his name. It's like Martinet or something. I forget his name. That's bizarre. Haha, Dishonored. Hey, Misha, how you doing? It's good to see you. Alright. Will do, Josephina. Alright. So let's narrate. I wanted you to join me up here so you could use this as a vantage point to search for shrines. It was good advice. Thanks for asking. Been looking forward to starting this game again. Doing well, Misha. Did you know that the scope... Wait, did you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate? Look through it. You can stick a pin anywhere you'd like on to mark on the map. Okay. So this is handy. It's basically just... I love being able just to actually mark on the map while looking at first person. Haha, Cassandra. He's funny. I love his laugh. Go ahead and look if you feel inclined to do so. Okay, so here's our scope. I mean, later on we can take pictures of this thing. But the thing I like is that you can mark on your map without having to go back to your map. So like here. Now we've got a spot for that tower that we have to go find someday. And the shrines we can see because they kind of glow orange. See, there's one there. I think you have to collect 4. You do have to collect 4 of those orbs in order to get an upgrade. We won't be able to do it quite yet, though. I'm marking stuff I won't be able to get to, so this actually isn't terribly intelligent. Oh, nice, Mari. Yeah, I'll still forget stuff, even though this will be my 3rd time playing it. So remember, we're kind of like stuck on this. See, we're like there are cliffs all around us, so we can't actually go anywhere near where I just marked stuff until we get the glider. So we can do this guy. We can't go up there. I don't think we can go there. We can mark it though. No more pins. Okay, let's look at what we did. It is absolutely beautiful. I agree. Okay, so these are all useless. See how they're all in the other area? We can't leave this area until we get the paraglider. Oh, well, some of them are hidden, right? It can be frustrating. But I've spent so many hours just wandering around, so I can't complain. Like my first playthrough, I think I was at 230 hours. So I'm kind of a bit of a freak, maybe, when it comes to this. Like, I just absolutely love it. Well, the shrines, basically, we have to collect these orbs. I don't know if I can show you. Basically each one of them is a puzzle. They also teach us how to use certain powers and all that kind of stuff. But the orbs, once we collect 4, we can upgrade either our hearts or our stamina. So that's how we level, like, not level up, but that's how we get stronger, basically. Another way is using, like, outfits that match. If we do, like, a matching Here, let's just fast travel. If we do a set, like if there's matching, like a tunic, pants, and a helmet, you can get bonuses for that too. So some will give you better resistance to electricity. Some of them will give you better defense. Some of them will give you better attacking, all that kind of stuff. Similarly, you can cook food or meals or whatever using certain ingredients, which also give you buffs, like, you know, give you benefits basically, like increased stamina, or, you know, they can heal you, all that kind of stuff. So there's a whole bunch of things. It's much fuller in terms of options compared to previous games. Also, as you go on, we're going to get more powers. Like, for instance, here, again, we've got Magnesis. I think there are like 5 or 6 later on that we get. Plus, as we defeat the Divine Beasts, we get additional powers, which are pretty handy. So it's pretty cool. I gotta be it. Haha. He's dead. Because right now I'll die very easily. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to sound like I'm gushing about this game, but I absolutely just adore how this game appears. Okay, we can't carry anything else. Let's get rid of some of these sticks. Can we drop? Oh, sweet. Oh, it is ridiculously expensive, Misha. I mean, I have to upgrade at some point, but the price is obscene. Nothing that compelling for me other than it's pretty. But it's far too expensive. Like, I don't mind spending, I mean, if I can find the money, I don't mind spending it on something I like. But it's almost double the price that I would be willing to pay for that kind of thing. Like, literally, it's double the price of what I paid last time, which I thought was expensive. Like, I bought my iPhone 6s Plus outright, which was expensive. It was close to $1,000 Canadian. Like, we're looking now at like $2,000 Canadian for the equivalent top-end model, which is insane. They look nice, but I'm not spending that kind of money. And I wonder how many people will. You know what I mean? But they look nice, and I like that they're using OLED. And I don't know if I want one that big, to be honest. But I just mean, like, I'm comparing, like, what was the top-end model when I picked up mine to the top-end model now. It's literally double the price. It's maybe an inch bigger, like, in terms of diagonal, like, screen size. And I like they got rid of the bezels, so it's more just screen when you're looking at it. But I don't think they've really added anything to it to justify the cost difference, if that makes sense. Don't get me wrong, if someone gave one to me, I'd be all over it. But I think they're getting to the point where a lot of people won't be able to afford the phones, you know? Especially since carriers aren't really subsidizing them anymore, like, on contract. I don't know, I think it's gone in the States, right? Like, they don't subsidize anymore. Now they just... They charge you additional money per month to be able to get the phone. It's not like they... I know it's different here now. I thought the States changed too. I'm not sure what it's like in Mexico. Like, can you still get phones for cheaper if you sign a contract? Because I don't think they don't do that really here anymore. Which means that a lot of people won't be able to buy these, like, really expensive phones. So these are Koroks, and you can find them. They give you seeds, which later you can trade in to increase the number of you know, weapons or outfits or whatever that you can carry at one time. I've actually found this one before I found the guy that tells us that, so. Yeah, exactly. Do you like them though, Misha? I'm curious what you think. Oh, the phones. I just think that they've added less and less in the last couple of revisions, where I don't think people would feel the need. Yes on how they look and no on the price? Are you like me? I also wish they didn't take away... oh, thanks, Mari. I wish they didn't take away the headphone jack. That kind of bugs me, but... I know why they did it, and it is a decent reason. But yeah, it's a lot of money. Where am I going? Where was the where were the chests that I wanted? I got distracted. Apple's marketing is pretty funny, though. Haha, Cassandra. Yeah, I agree with you, Misha. I agree with you. I think they're gonna end up, Oh yeah, the 5S is a great phone. Like, the one I've got, the 6S is great. Like, I don't need to upgrade. And those prices are just gonna mean I'm not going to. I wonder if a lot of people will be in the same boat. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I still love the operating system and everything. But I think they might be pricing themselves out a bit. Until they come up with a compelling feature, because I don't think they've really done that in a little while. Like screen sizes and everything. Okay, where am I going? Where were those chests? I thought they were near... Yeah, I'd agree with you there. Because I think ever since then it has, like, you know, they've added stuff like, you know, water resistance, which is actually, it's really cool that they did that. That was part of why they had to get rid of the headphone jack. But the downside with that is it's an inconvenience too, right? I just don't think they've really innovated very much in the last little while. I love the screen. I love that it takes up this, you know, the whole face for the most part. But it's not worth the cost for that. Again, if someone were to give one to me, I'd be all over it. But I'm not going to spend that much money on a new phone. Okay. Oh, I said I wasn't going to cheat. If I don't see it soon, I'm just going to give up on those chests. Have a good night, Misha. It was cool to talk. Hope you're doing well. Not at all, Cumberbat. Not at all. That would have sounded so bad if you read it that way. No. Okay, forget it. We'll move on. No, I did not mean it that way. I just meant that I like them, but they're not worth the money. Like, for $2,000 you could build a computer. Like, it's insane. It's just a phone. I mean, I love technology and stuff, but that's just too much. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Do I have anything metallic here I can use? Because that's pretty much the only choice I have right now. Okay, let's just go to the next shrine. Whatever, Cumberbatch, that's not how it works. Thank you, though. Okay, so what else are we going to talk about for this story here? So what we'll find out, it's kind of funny that we're comparing this to Horizon Zero Dawn, because there are some parallels. So there are also some, like, statues or creatures that when you walk by, they'll attack you. They're kind of like protectors, or, I mean, the statues I think of more as kind of like tower defense type things, right? Well, they'll attack you. They're kind of ancient guardians. They're called guardians. So similar to, like, in Horizon Zero Dawn, we've got the, like, the beasts. Like, this is one that's not active. We don't know why they're here. They're just ancient technology, part of the Sheikah, I think. I forget. But some of them are alive and they will attack you. And at the beginning of the game, they'll kill you in one shot. So, again... Well, I'll show you in a second. I'll see if I die. There definitely are some around here that will kill me. I mean, literally, you can die so easily at the beginning of the game. Okay, let's actually try to focus. And by let's, I mean me. And later on in the game, they're so easy to kill, but in the beginning, you're basically dead if they touch you. One of these is going to activate. Why haven't they yet? But it's actually kind of an interesting story that we'll learn about as time goes on. What happened with them and why. Okay, that's the first time I've ever gotten here without being attacked, so yay. So this is the second one. I think there are 3 or 4 that we have to activate before we get the paraglider. So again, we're going to go... I'm just going to skip this. Oh, never mind. Maybe not. We're going to have some sort of puzzle we have to solve. And the thing I love about this, because this could be so boring so easily, because there are 120 of them, right? If they repeated, or if they kind of cheaped out on what the puzzles were like, but they all feel different. Like, some of them aren't amazing. Like, they try to use, like, motion controls for some of them. Some of them are okay, some of them are annoying. But, like, 95% of them are clever. And it's, yeah, 120 total. You don't have to do 120 if you don't want. But I always do. So again, you get something, like you authorize... Why do we do this? Let's see. So it basically allows us... And this adds it to the map. Well, it's already added when we find it. Okay, I'm going to shut up for a second. We'll see what happens. See, I've done it so many times I don't even think about it anymore. The story. Oh, okay. So sometimes you'll actually get additional benefits. This is one of my favorites. So instead of doing tutorials, basically, they'll give you additional tools. Like here we're getting the bomb. One of them's like a round bomb and the other one's square. It's just so that if you were... You know, there aren't that many times you have to use the square one, but it's so it wouldn't like roll down a hill or something like that, right? So instead of doing a tutorial, we now have to do a puzzle that requires the use of them. So it's kind of cool. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is different again, right? So we can use as many bombs as we want. We have to wait for it to regenerate. As you'll see, there's a couple of seconds we have to wait. So instead of having to find the bomb bag, then buying bombs, we now have... Basically, you're given almost everything you need fairly early in the game. So you can do whatever shrines you want in order. You can go wherever you want. You can defeat whichever divine beast you want in order. You don't even have to defeat the divine beast. You can go straight to the Castle Hyrule if you want. So it's open. It's very different than traditional ones, which I think is cool because it makes it much less linear. But again, it can be off-putting if you see. I'm waiting for it to go again, but I think it's good for the game and necessary. But I think the majority of people fall into that category. Some people are turned off a bit by hey Keith, by the differences. But anyway, let's get into it and see. Obviously, you know how I feel. Alright, so here we can just... I could have done that smarter, but whatever. No worries, Kenneth. Right, okay. I vaguely remember this one. But the other nice thing about 120 is that you can forget how to complete certain ones. You also will remember. So this is going to shoot the bomb across. Get in there. Sorry, and I'm remotely detonating the bombs. I believe so, Mari. I don't think it makes any difference. It's just a matter of how close you are to it when it explodes. So I'm pressing R or R1 to detonate the bombs. So it's not a time-based thing. Yeah, it's really neat. I don't want to sound like I'm like selling this stuff. Because I feel like I am oftentimes. So that's what we had to do to get over there. But you can also do stuff like this. Like it can push us. There's tons of stuff you can collect. And you can also, as I said, you can use them for upgrades and whatnot too. Yep. Timing. So it's really neat. And if we had the paraglider, I could actually probably make it all the way over to that other platform, but whatever. Let's do this just for fun. We don't have to do this, but I like it. I didn't make... Okay. Now we unnecessarily damaged our thing. Ganon? Dishonored? So we completed that one. Again, that was basically a glorified tutorial. Like, all these initial ones are going to give us the abilities we need that we can later use. So, again, you get all the stuff at the beginning instead of having to go to a certain place to get a certain thing to be able to do, you know, something. Oh, sweet. We hit 17 likes. Thanks, guys. And we got 17 people watching. Welcome, everyone. So, again, spirit orbs. Did I say shrine orbs? Yeah, spirit orbs are what these things are. And that, again, is what we can later use to upgrade. It's true, Kenneth. Are you, Joey? Well, I'm glad you're here, man. No worries if you have to go to bed. So he disappears because reasons. I like it better to put it in practice than to be like, press X to continue, press X to continue, press X to continue. Hey, Jordan. Oh, have a good night, man. Okay, so we'll probably get attacked on the way out. Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. I never used to talk in other people's streams. I'd always just sit and watch and just take it in. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we still haven't been attacked, which is making me curious. Because I'm going to go find one that attacks me. Here we go. It's true, Mari. So this is what they look like when they activate. He shoots lasers out of his eye. So he's done, but there are ones that can walk too. Oh no, Joey. Oh, thanks, Jordan. I appreciate it. Have a good one, man. Okay, so that's just an example. We'll run into a lot more of them later, and yeah, when they move, they're even more difficult. Okay, so we gotta find another shrine before we can get out of here. That was the only one I marked, so that's a problem. Also, there is a day-night cycle, which is cool, and oh, sorry, so there's Hyrule Castle, which I think looks a lot like the Magic Kingdom. And all this pinky black stuff, like purpley black stuff, that's Ganon and his corruption, basically. Yeah. Yeah, I did too. I died a couple times, definitely my first playthrough. That's the Temple of Time, if that makes sense. I don't think we can get to this one. I'll mark it anyway, but let's see where it is. Okay, it is. Okay, we can get there. Again, because we're restricted here because we're surrounded by cliffs, so we'll die. We can only do stuff within this little area for the beginning. That's kind of how they make you go to the shrines to get the abilities you need to be able to play the rest of the game. Makes sense. Oh, these guys have bows. There are no stealth takedowns, unfortunately. Oops. See, the only thing that's kind of annoying when you're first getting used to this game is that your weapons can degrade. Same with your shields. I will, Mari, for sure. Hey, Chef Boyardee, how you doing? Yeah, the chilies are really important because you can use them to be able to go into cold areas. Okay, yeah. See, my club's gone now. So that's the thing you have to get used to also in this game, is that your stuff doesn't last forever. Which can be a bit frustrating, to be honest, early in the game. Yeah, me too. I've been lucky to find stuff like other... Oh. Hey, an arrow. A single arrow. This is going to be a problem for me throughout this game. I always run into arrows. Yeah, there are tons of different kinds of food. Chili peppers you need to be able to make stuff so you can withstand the cold if you don't have clothing that reduce the cold. What is it for? There are tons of different things. Like, there are different things that give you resistance to heat. It's pretty cool. Cool. There are also great fairies we'll find elsewhere. They're kind of scary. Yeah, I think they're called. Yeah, they're called spicy peppers, aren't they? In this game, I think so. Fancy finding a barrel here. Oops. You can't hide in barrels in this game, unfortunately. Hey, a horn. There's also some weird guy that goes around. You can trade monster parts for certain things. What else is there? Yeah, so there's tons of stuff you can collect. I basically just pick up everything. Oh, cool. He's too big now. I know, sad. It's okay. He's got other tricks. Again, the green stuff there, that's my stamina. Right now, I'll get tired very quickly. Later on, it will be much better. Oh, about the climbing? So here, climbing. You want to climb the wall? There you go. Like, literally everything. Oh, he just threw a rock at me. How nice. Let's get rid of this guy. Pick up this guy. So yeah, you want to check up here? See if there's anything on top? As long as you don't run out of stamina, you're good. Oh, nice, chef. It's an awesome game. Love it. So you can get up, like, literally anywhere you want. Except in the shrines you can't climb because that would allow you to cheat. There are certain places you can't, but, like, again, most of this world you can explore. I want to find a tree I can cut down. Like, you can... Oh, that's restricted to... Well, there's a girl in this game. Oh, right, because you've played it to the... You've been to Zora's Domain. Are you talking about the one in this game, Mifa? Or in previous games? Here are some spicy peppers. So they're just growing. They'll respawn in a little while. Mifa, what happened to her? See, now I'm going toward a cold place, and I'll actually get hurt if I continue. Without getting something that will... Sorry, what was the question? What happened to her? She was in the past. See, and on the right-hand side, you can see that the circle with the Fahrenheit and the red and the blue. So if it goes into the blue, I'll start dying because it's too cold. And if it goes into the red, I'll start dying because it's too hot. The thing below it, you see the purple thing? That's showing how much noise I'm making. So if I'm trying to sneak, I have to go slowly, so I don't make as much noise. Wait, what? Oh, cool. Well, we could do that. There are ways you can, like, there are places you can find clothing which will assist you from the cold. I forget where that is all the time, though. Like there's a cabin somewhere. I can't remember where it is. And you can get you can also buy clothing from towns, but I haven't done that yet. Oh, I haven't found a town yet. Literally just started. Hey Maria, sorry I didn't say hello. Welcome. I just saw your message now. Okay, I walked into something. See that over there? Well, you can't see. The fire is out right now, but that little pan over there, that's where you can cook stuff. The cabin's in the woods. Okay, let's see if we can survive here. So much for the shield, eh, buddy? Boko spear. Oh, thanks, Chef. I appreciate it. I don't remember everything, that's for sure. And I don't know everything. So let's make something just for kicks. I don't have the ingredients for stuff I like. Hey, more peppers. Well, actually, you know what? I don't even need to get that. I can make something now. So what we do... Here, let's sort this just for kicks. I'm going to do mushrooms and spicy peppers. So basically, the spicy pepper is the thing that gives the benefit that I want. So the more of them you use, the more potent its effect will be. I'm just going to do 4 of these and then 1 mushroom just for kicks because I don't remember what else. So here we go. Oh, I have to light that first. Whoops. So, oh, shield. Yeah. Okay, so we need here, or I'll just use, I'll use the torch. So we can light it. Then, just for kicks, thanks Cumberbat. What was I using, this thing? So now we can actually cook. So different things, now I'll show you the animation. So this will give me 10.5 minutes of resistance to cold, plus it'll heal me 5, which really doesn't matter because I'm not missing. I don't even have 5 hearts right now. So we're going to do another one just for kicks. I want to see what I get for 5 of these. Let's find out. Ooh, that was even better. I know, me too, Chef. Okay, we'll do one more. So you can eat them on their own, but you get much weaker effects than cooking. Yeah, I know, Kenneth. I avoided it a lot in my first playthrough, but then I realized you kind of need it. So let's just do one of these for kicks. Later on, I can show you better recipes, but this will be for healing, because it's really a waste right now, because I only have 3 hearts, but whatever. And you can mix, if that's not even that good, you can mix, like, meat with, anyway, it's pretty cool. And it's pretty easy to get into, in this game. I find sometimes, like, cooking and crafting and all that kind of stuff is really a pain in games. Do we get anything here? But here it's actually quite accessible. You can also throw your weapon, especially if it's about to die. Which can do additional damage. Alright, let's go this way, because now we don't have to worry about the cold. Let's do this one. Well, let's wait. But you can't cook with stuff that's already cooked, which is kind of a bit of a pain, but... what I mean by that is, like, here I've got, like, a baked apple, or I've got this seared steak. I can't use them to cook other meals, unfortunately. It's true, Chef. It's true. Alright, so actually, this might be also another one we can do. I think it is. Let's take a look. Wait, I just marked it. Right, so these are both ones we can do right now. That's the problem with... Well, it's being smart in these games, right? Because you know that it can happen. Okay, let's run. I can probably chop one of these down. You want to see me chop down a tree just for kicks? Anyone that hasn't already seen it? I always thought it was really cool, like... They can roll down hills, they could take out guys. Just cool little things. Oh, awesome, Chef. Thanks, man. Welcome. Hey, we hit 20 likes. Thanks, guys. Alright, so let's go for red. Welcome in. He does. Okay, so let's see. What's my stamina like? We can try climbing this. It might be a little risky, but let's see how it goes. Normally I'd be jumping as much as I could, but my stamina is really, really low right now, so... I don't want to risk it. And if it, there's so many little cool details in this game too, like, and this can be really annoying, but if it starts raining, we start sliding, we can't climb as well in the rain. Another really cool thing, and these are things that I just noticed through playing, they're little details. Like if it's a thunderstorm, and you're using metallic, you know, a metallic weapon or a metallic shield or anything like that, you start showing, like little... Like, you start kind of fizzing a little bit, and you see little electric things. It's warning you, because eventually you'll get struck by lightning. But again, if you change your weaponry or your outfit, you won't get struck. So it's just little details like that that's pretty cool. Like, it's really amazing, really. Like, they didn't have to do that, but it's really cool. And it will strike you out of the sky, and it's really neat. There are a lot of little things like that. Try to think of other examples. I know, right, Kenneth? Yeah, I was really impressed when that first happened to me. It's just, I don't know, I just really appreciate attention to detail, and it wasn't required for the game to do that, but it just means they took their time. Have a good night, Joey. Take care, man. Alright, stasis. So we're gonna get stasis here, which allows us to freeze things for a couple minutes. And by freeze, I don't mean like ice freeze, I mean like stop time. And there are a lot of different ways you can use that. You'll see in a second. But none of the powers they give you are useless. Like, all of them are pretty powerful and have their own... Like, that you'll be using regularly if you want. Oh, well, have a good night, Chef. It was nice to meet you. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Okay, one of the cool aspects of stasis is you can freeze, like, something really big, like, say, a boulder. And if you hit it a bunch of times... You can launch it. I'll show you in a second. You can also stop things. Like, there's a bunch of things you can do. It's neat. Okay, so here's a very simple way. So we can control this thing here. Like, you can always see when it highlights whether or not you can manipulate something. So there, I just messed up. Whatever, I'll still be able to do it. You can also stop it if you want. Again, we have to wait for it to time, but, anyway. So here is kind of something. I'm not sure how they differentiate between what you can do and what you can't. Here we're gonna stop this boulder so it doesn't hit us. Oh, it's time up! Haha! That's my bad. I didn't realize the timer hadn't... Okay. The timer hadn't been reset. Alright, good times. Well, this is why it's important. Should I try to make it on this? To heal yourself. I know, right? Will it stay up there? Let's find out. Oh. Oh no, I died! That's my own... That was so silly. I thought I could wait for it. Oh well. Anyway, let's continue. I'm not taking this that seriously. Because it's just for fun. Okay, let's do it again. This time I'm going to wait for the timer. See how the circle isn't yet complete? Let's wait a couple seconds for it to be complete. Now it's complete. There we go. Let's see if I can do it this time. There we go. That's what I was planning on doing last time. Well, there's no boss in this. Like, this is the... Hey, Necro, welcome. I'm sorry to hear you're sad. Hope you're feeling better. So there are no bosses in the shrines, necessarily. Like, you can fight guardians in the shrine, but there's no, like, final boss. That would be what we'd fight when we fight one of the... Like, when we go to one of the divine beasts. Here, though, like, it's like obstacles, and it's puzzles, basically, we have to do. So yeah, you can die that way. And there are sometimes people you have to fight, but that's not generally the purpose. Oh, is it tomorrow that happens? Wow, I feel out of it. You're right, the 18th is tomorrow. I guess I'm gonna have to start paying too. Yay! Okay, so here's another use for this. I know, Kareem, I miss aspects of it too. If I had one complaint about the game, it would be that I wish there were more dungeons or more divine beasts. But I'm okay with it not be. But I hear you. That would be my one complaint too. Okay, so now we've got this guy. We need to get this passed. We can't push it. Link doesn't have the strength. Okay, so this is what we can do. We use stasis, and we hit. And we can launch things, basically. Things otherwise we couldn't do. Hey Kai, welcome. So watch this thing go. And this wouldn't move otherwise. See, it just got shot. So that only works using the stasis. Hey Nak. Yeah, 20 bucks isn't bad. What's the UG? It's been a rough day. Glad you're here, man. I know, Kareem. I didn't realize till, was it Necro? Yeah, Necro mentioned it. I didn't even realize that tomorrow was the day. So here we picked up another one of these orbs. I hear you, man. Well, I'm glad you're here. I've been good. Having fun with this. Kicking around. We were playing, what do you mean? Why 1,000? Well, I wonder when that actually takes effect. Is there a time for it? I couldn't believe they were doing pre-orders for the online service on Amazon. That's a little rich. What are they selling you? A card with a code on it? Alright, let's go. Okay, this isn't working out. Okay. You can also can I freeze enemies yet? I don't think I can, actually. That comes later. Doodle. Haha. You better not follow me. I think it's too far away. Yep. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, we have to get rid of the head. We can take out the guys, but if we don't destroy the head, then they just come back to get... Oh, no way. See, the head, as long as it's alive, it doesn't die. Have a good night, Lindsay. Hey, AMW, welcome. I said hi, Kai. Welcome. Alright, Chef, sounds good. Okay, where are we going? Okay, I'm gonna switch my weapon. You can. I'm gonna use the skeleton's hand. How much time do we have left? 4 minutes. Okay, do I have anything I can use against these guys? Oh yeah, totally. Hey, Buzzy. Oh, you'll get there eventually, MW. Oh, which one's Kareem? I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy. I'm ready for Final Fantasy VII Remake whenever that happens, hopefully before I'm too old. I'm just kidding, it doesn't matter when it comes out, I'll be all over it. Alright guys, let's focus on the game. Let's have fun with it. What are we doing? I know, Kareem, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding, it doesn't make a difference to me. I'm gonna keep playing this game. I'm gonna be playing games my whole life. I'm not worried at all about any of that. I was just kidding. I just mean I've been waiting a really long time for it, really. Ever since they did the tech demo for PS3 with the Final Fantasy VII, I've been expecting them to do a new one. Which one are you excited for? I haven't played 5. I started 6 recently. I've never played... I want to play through 6. I'll probably do a stream eventually. Oh, that's a problem. Ooh, this is a bigger problem. Danger. No, I've played 4... I played 1 for 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 13, 2. I haven't played 15 yet, and I didn't play 13.3. I haven't seen that yet. I've heard decent things about it, though, Kareem. What am I doing? Right, I need to heal. Look at the hand, it's still moving. Let's do that. I never really use those. Let's just waste that. No, my Bokoblin arm is badly damaged. I might not make this. We'll find out. Hey, almost 20 people watching. Welcome, everyone. Oh, thanks, Kareem. Welcome. Happy to have you with us. Uh-ohs. No, you gotta make it. Oh, is it? I'll have to check that out. I still haven't played 15. That was another day one purchase I haven't played. I found it really difficult to get that excited about the main characters, but that's something I've got to get over. They basically just die. So you're going to end up with a whole bunch of weapons. That's going to be important. The only one that doesn't get destroyed is the Master Sword. But it can be reduced in power, if that makes sense. Yeah, let's just say that. It would be a lot, yeah, it would have been nice. Okay, I can't go over this. We don't have crowd. Okay, so I've got to just keep... It's funny, you play differently. Oh, really? Well, it depends if you like RPGs. I loved Final Fantasy growing up. Not in this game, Cumberbat. You don't have a choice. I usually do too. I'm not making fun. I'm just pointing it out. We haven't seen a wolf yet. I'm gonna have to kill wolves. Just beware. I don't like to, but I have to. Well, again, they're JRPGs too, right? Different than Western games. A lot of turn-based, what's it called? What is it? What's the term? Just escaped me for some reason. Like turn-based battles. So you'll be waiting a turn. I mean, the newer games become more action-oriented. Well, that's cool, Kenneth. Nothing wrong with that. That just means you've got a ton of stuff to... That's actually exciting. There's so many cool things going on. And stuff that's happened in the past. It's, I've grown up with it and I've always loved it. But, it's always fun to find new stuff. Nobody knows everything, so... It's just fun to learn about. And same with games and stuff. Like, you'll uncover something that you missed and, you never thought you'd like, and it turns out that you just get sucked into it. It can be pretty awesome. Oh, wait now. Okay, we're gonna have to eat something else here. I could talk about gaming forever. Or tech, for that matter. I was lucky to get exposed to it really early. And I've always just really been into it. Well, fighting games for sure. That's, yeah, understandable. Well, that's not a bad thing at all, Kenneth. You know what? I've never played Earthbound, but I've always been really curious about it. Now that I've got the SNES Classic, I'm going to play it. It's just a matter of time. I'd never heard of it as a kid, though. I don't know why. I don't know how... Like, I remember seeing ads, especially when you look at now, like, with Nintendo Power, and you see, like, you'll see them in, you know, videos and whatnot, people talking about it and showing the ads. I remember seeing them. I just never remember playing it, never remembered hearing anybody talking about it. Yeah, it did have bad advertising, that's for sure. I forgot I had... Okay, so here's Cryosis. So this is the one I was talking to you about, Kenneth, where you can create pillars of ice, or you can freeze things. It's pretty cool, and the way they use this in puzzles is pretty awesome. I was really impressed with a couple of them. Alright, have a good night, Chef. Yeah, I agree with you, Buzzy. 90s everything was pretty funny. Everything had to be extreme. Things now are still weird, too. It's just different weird. Right, so Cryonos. What did I say? Cryosis? Anyway, Cryonos. Cryonis. Wow. Well, you know what? That just means you've got so many things you can find that you'll like. I'm kind of jealous. Although, realistically, I've got a number of years, too, where I've got to catch up on things I meant to do. But you've got an even larger amount of... Crayons, thanks, Combat. You've got an even larger... sort like a period that you can find stuff that you love and really like. If you can get past some of the details. This kind of idea I loved. And by that I mean, like, if you can get over graphics not being as amazing as they are now. There are so many things that you could, like classics. I love that you could do that. There's so many different things. Okay, I'm gonna shut up and just go. So you can also climb this. This is how you can get across things too. I think I got distracted. Well, that's always the case, kind of. Unfortunately, as time goes on, you have to make more and more of an effort to get there. Without question, that doesn't... It's harder as time goes on. But you can do it. It just requires more of an effort. A lot of things do, unfortunately. But yeah, the gem... Do you have one nearby? You can always get stuff for the house too, but it's not the same. But so I'm doing this really casually without talking about anything, but when you're first playing this for the first time, it can be a bit of a struggle to figure these things out. But you kind of learn as you go how to use things and different opportunities to use them and all that. I'm not thinking that much. The Scout Guardian theme? I'm trying to think of it. But I'll run into ones that I don't remember and I'll struggle with and I'll be impressed. The other thing that's really neat is there are multiple ways to solve these puzzles. So there have been times where I've been playing on here and talking to people and they'll say that's not how I did the, you know, how I solved it. And they would have done it a totally different way. Haha, Kenneth, yeah. I hear ya. Well, that's a different kind of difficulty. True, but sometimes, and I found this like in my second playthrough, the way I thought it should make sense, like the way I thought something should be solved, even if it wasn't, I'll come back and try to do the way, like sometimes I'll try to approach it the same way I did the first time because that's how it made sense to me. And then I've got to figure it out again. But you're right. Anyway, all I'm saying is that the cool thing is that there are multiple ways to solve these puzzles, not just one. And hearing how other people do it can be really interesting because it just didn't occur to you to do it that way. And similarly, the way you do it sometimes can be like that to other people. So it's really interesting while streaming, you know, talk to people in the chat and see and get that kind of, you know, storytelling because you didn't realize. All right, old man. Also, the little things like you see his breath is fogging. Also, when you look at him, he's gonna have rosy cheeks because it's cold out. Sorry. With this, you have now acquired all of the spirit orbs from the shrines on this plateau. Oh ho ho, extraordinary. This means it is finally time. Link. I know. It is finally time for me to tell you everything. But first, imagine an X on your map with the 4 shrines as its endpoints. Find the spot where those lines intersect. I shall wait for you there. Why does he have a lantern? Do you understand? There are 2 lines connecting the shrine. Or where 2 lines connecting the shrines would cross, I will be waiting. He does have a Santa beard, that's for sure. Okay, so let's just say it's gonna be around the Temple of Time. Did I just do the wrong one? See the 4, this is 1, this is 1, this is 1, this is 1, so let's just go with... that's not what I wanted. You can do different stamps too, but I want the colored ones so I can see them from a distance. Okay, still really would love to have that. Okay, here's the trick. I don't think I can do it without... Whatever, let's just use bombs. They all are just dancing, having a crazy time. Good night. You see nothing. What is that? They'll see it. If they do see it, they don't see it. If they see it, they'll go to investigate. Come on, guys. What is that thing? It's crazy. And if they notice it, oh no. Hey, Breeze, how's it going? Whatever, Knack. I'm not in a hurry. I'm also telling stories. Yeah, it's the first one of the second playthrough. I've got to figure out a way to make it obvious that it's not the same as the last ones. Otherwise we'd have videos with the same titles. Do you think it's... Is it confusing? Because maybe I'll change it. I've always wondered if I should keep doing the 2 point whatever. No, it's not master mode. We will do that eventually. I was thinking about doing it, but we will do that eventually. Here's another use. So you can do 3 of them until it starts getting rid of them. Well, I just try to... Oh, now I'm dead. Oh, no, I'm not. Climb. Oh, why? Yeah, well, I'm, like, really meticulous about that kind of stuff. Mainly because I wanted to create playlists so people could go look. If they ever wanted to look at them again, even though most people don't. And it's mostly for me, because I'm really a stickler for details. But yeah, it's definitely not required. Hey Kate, welcome. What's that guy? Toodles. Boo. No, I wanted that one. What can we get rid of? Let's get rid of you. No, I want to keep you. Sounds good, Kenneth. Alright, so why did I... Oh, right. Oh, no. That'd be tricky, because they're so... Like, we're over 500 now. It would be really difficult to figure it out. I know, Nak. I always... Second playthrough especially, I really struggled with that. Yeah, but Alex, I think they're like 60. Well, what's going on here? It would be difficult. If you remember time... I could probably look up when you subbed if it was public. Do you want me to check? But it isn't always reliable. That'd be awesome. I could handle that. Okay. Oh, we've already got claims from the Super Mario Brother, or the new Super Mario Brother one. Oh well. Thanks, Nintendo. Love you. Okay. Okay, so the date I have this is through email, so who knows if it's 100%. Hey, T-Shot. So June 19th. Let's see. What stream was on June 19th? Give me 2 seconds, guys. Just having some fun. Whatever, Knock. If they start sending me free games, I'm going to be happy. I don't think they will. Okay. Give me a second. What did I say? June 19th. So let's look at this playlist. It was a Breath of the Wild one? Where's Breath of the Wild? I think we started doing another replay around then. Oh, it's not going to tell me the date. Boo! Well, I know it's not... Okay, let's try... Oh, we gotta get rid of this guy. Okay, I'll delete him. 1 second. Delete that in a second. Let's say captured memories. What date? Okay, that's June 4th, so we're not that one. Ganon plus ending. Did I say June 19th? Okay, so the one you're looking for is number 40. Alex, it's when we fought Ganon and we finished the first full playthrough I did on the channel. Alex. Yes, that's the one. It's here, I can give you the URL if you want. If this lets me do it. Alright. Sorry, guys. Let's get back into it. Oh, hey there. Hey, good guy. Welcome. Alright, I remember there was a chest. Whatever, I'll find it another time. So, let's go for a little jog. Oh, you know what what am I doing? Let's just do this. Let's say you're the closest. Yeah, tea is good. I made coffee, but I've been ignoring it. Hey, 25 likes. Sweet, guys. Thank you. So if anyone's curious, so on the right-hand side, it shows us that we have 3 hearts. We have 1 circle for stamina. We've got 3 spirit orbs. The next thing is the number of shrines we found. And the last thing there is the number of, what's it called? The seeds. What are they called? Why am I forgetting? Whatever the seeds we get from the Koroks. Are they Korok seeds? I forget what they're called. Are you gonna climb, buddy? You gonna climb for me? Oh, that sounds good, Kenneth. I've never tried that. Okay, I think we're gonna find Hetsu somewhere around here. I can't remember for sure. He's the guy... Maybe it's not here. He's the tree guy who tells us about the seeds. But he's not here. I thought he was around here. See that little guy? We can catch him if we are quick enough. I thought he was up here. Maybe not. Oh, also, if we want to sleep, we can just start a fire and sleep. I think it's sleeping, isn't it? Hey, we want to go get that thing? Okay, also, basically, again, those Korok seeds, anything you see that looks suspicious usually is a place to find one. So here's one right here. Because of the circle, you saw the circle of lilies. Hey, Robin. How do you link? What do you mean, good? Korok seed, that's what they're called. We've got 2. You're going to need a whole bunch of those to be able to upgrade the number of weapons, shields, and outfits that we can carry. We can't do that yet. So, there's a random weapon here. Oh, we can't take them yet. So, let's get rid of our weakest. See ya. Where are we going? Let's go. Oh, I forgot I can't. I almost... If I had hit a rock or something, I would have died. I keep forgetting I don't have the paraglider. And if I run out of stamina, I'll drown. So that's nice. Gotta remember that. I think he's on top of the Temple of Time. I vaguely remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's up there. Unless he's in here. Yeah, he is here. Right, so here's where you can trade your spirit orbs for upgrades. Knack. So I'm gonna do, what should we do? Hearts or stamina? Hearts will make my life easier. Stamina, well, in terms of dying, stamina will make it more fun. Because I can climb and swim. So this is our first upgrade, basically. They're just telling us. What do you guys call it? What do you guys call it? We'll do whatever you want. I know, stamina is... Stamina, first time I did all heart containers, second time I did stamina. Well, they're not useless, they help you survive. Yeah, I'm gonna go with stamina first. Here's the piano. Well, yeah, except when you're stuck with 3 hearts, it doesn't help as much, but I know what you mean. Boy. The blessing of the goddess has made you that much more resilient, I see. Oh, right, because it gives you the yellow ones. You're right, Breeze, sorry. When it gives you the extra ones, you're right. I forgot. Yeah, because the thing I like to cook is like a hearty radish with a bunch of like apples or mushrooms or whatnot. It gives you additional ones. The goddess is just, that's just the deity. The blessing of the goddess. Oh, I already read this. Here I am. Get up here. Quickly. Why did he go up there, huh? Why you gotta be difficult, old man? Waluigi is... No, that's not true. Come on, Buzzy. He is not the goddess of anything. Oh, there's a lot... You know what? I actually never knew there was a ladder. I'm pretty sure I've always climbed up myself. Ha! Welcome back, Alex. I honestly don't think I've ever used this ladder. I've always climbed up randomly and sometimes difficultly. Or it was difficult, at least. That's hilarious. Oh, I know. Alright, so now we find out who the old man is.
Well done there, young one.
Oh, here's his voice.
Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was king
Look at the wiggly beard.
Nosferamus Hyrule.
I don't know why they give him such a weird name.
I was the last leader of Hyrule. A kingdom which no longer exists.
So you get bits and pieces of the story as you go on. Haha. Oh.
The great calamity was merciless. It
I love this music in the background.
Its path low.
So much.
A century ago. It was then
The piano.
that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you.
I definitely have, Breeze.
Still fragile.
I finished the game before I started the channel, but I did some collecting. And then we did a second playthrough, which was the first one on the channel, sometime in the last little while. Like, maybe in November of last year. This is my third playthrough, but second on the channel.
To know Calamity Ganon's true form.
I don't count the stuff I did on my first game because I only did stuff after I finished the game on here.
Born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation.
I love the art of this too.
In the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy.
A prophecy.
The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear.
Yeah, it's all resurrection.
Power to oppose it.
He gets brought back somehow, or he escapes his bounds. They never actually kill him, they usually seal him away.
We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions.
Ooh, we'll find it. I won't tell it. I won't say though.
The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon.
I like the film projection effect.
But nay.
Nay.
Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining.
It's in the game now. It'll be a little while before you find it, probably. Nay. Oh no, he took over the Guardians. So Ganon did this. Took their own weapons and used them against them.
He appeared from deep below,
including the divine beasts? What?
Control of the Guardians and the divine beasts.
Trouble.
Against us.
That Ganon.
Champions lost their lives. Those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight bravely collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon.
Not absolutely. The castle exists.
However,
As does Zelda.
the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests.
Oh, he didn't die. He's good. He is sleeping.
Princess
Little
was
nap.
my own daughter, my dear Zelda.
I feel like he kind of goes in and out of accent though.
Courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That night.
That is a healthy
none other
nose.
than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you're now.
Oh right, Shrine of Resurrection. Sorry, I was incorrect. You got it. That is a kingly nose. There's no mistaking that. And that wiggly beard, regal.
Even now,
Wiggle.
as she works to restrain Ganon from
Wiggle,
within
wiggle,
Hyrule
wiggle.
Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once
No, I know I was wrong, Kenneth.
Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from
I thought he was just
consuming our
resting
land.
and then he was healing over the 100 years. If he died, then he died.
I could not save my own kingdom. I have no right to ask this of you, Link.
I don't really pay attention to the specifics as much.
But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around
Have we
Hyrule
seen the
Castle.
beasts? Like, we haven't seen them where they are yet.
I believe it would be quite reckless
can
for you
point
to
them
head
out.
directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out
Yeah,
to the village.
for some reason she hasn't.
Follow the road out to Kakariko Village.
Kakariko. I always
There you will
mispronounce
find
that.
the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village.
Kakariko.
Make your way past the twin summits.
I
of the
still
dual
pronounce it
peaks.
differently in my head.
From there, follow the road as it proceeds.
What do you mean,
north.
Breeze? It's still going on? Yeah. Go on. Here's the paraglider, just as I promised. Kind of. Ding! Okay, this makes things so much more fun. Let's go, let's go, let's go. With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. Wiggle, wiggle. And I think that's it. I've told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule. Cool, boss. Soldier's bow. Booyah. I'm a soldier. Okay, let's go. Whee! So much more fun once you have this. So much. Wee. I'm gonna die. I deserve that. Oh, I should have done this. Watch this. That should have set things on fire. Boo! Didn't set things on fire. Okay, we're gonna do something fun here. Why didn't that work? Oops, we need that. So much for that. Boy. Okay, this was supposed to be more fun. There we go. Oh, I got hurt too, boo. But they're all dead. Except that guy. He's still not dead. What was that? Go find it, quickly. I remember when I first played this game, I just cheaped out throwing... He's on fire and he died. So you have to kill all them all to get access to the chest. Don't die. See, these things were supposed to light those aflame. That's what I was trying to do, but it obviously didn't work. Still, not so bad. Take you. Ah, fine. Yeah, me too, Kenneth. Fire arrows, so you can get elemental attacks too. Okay, I could use some food. Do they have any food? Whatever, let's just do, oops. Oops. There are also... Is there anything over there? Nope. Oh, we've still got resistance. Let's get about 5. Can't get it. It's too smart. So now we can finally go off. Or, you know, out of this area. Amanino. Nice. Okay, let's keep... Where is the closest? We'll get towers. Okay, that seems like a long way away, which it is. Oh, we're going to the village, right? Whatever, we're still gonna mark everything nearby. We should switch over to heavy rain soon, but I am not always good at stopping. Onward. Do 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 do. Hyrule Kingdom. Cumby Tart. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, Sean. What was the other one? Jason. 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 Hey there, Fox. I actually don't know. I always spell Sean S-H-A-W-N, but I know it's S-E-A-N too. I've also seen it spelled S-H-A-U-N. Oh, I need to get my powers too. I'm so used to using, what's his face? Oh, here we go. What's the guy... the one I really don't like that much. The bird guy. I can't remember his name for some reason. What's his name? Oh, it's gonna bug me. Rivali's Gale. Thank you. Said thank you to myself. A flock of bats. What could go wrong? Oh no! Don't go down the hill. No, this is bad news. Good night. Tee-hee. Who knows? Okay, you're all dead. Okay. Onward. Do 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 do. What did I do to you, goat? Or ram, whatever you are. Hip hop, hip hop. I guess we'll save it once we hit Kakariko. That's not how I remember it in my head. I think I used to call it like Carry Coco or something. I don't remember. Yeah, it is a good song. I forget the title of it. Hey, another Korok. Yay. Oh, is it you? Oh, have a good night, Alex. Take care, man. Do we have any... 4? It's gotta be enough. Oh, no way. This is gonna bug me if we don't get it. One last. Make it count, buddy. I just called myself buddy. It's okay. Ding! It gets so annoying when you can't finish it. Bothers me to no end. Okay, where are we headed? This way. Later, buddies. Later on, you can expand your inventory so you can carry more weapons, outfits, or shields. You trade them with someone in particular, and they expand your inventory, basically. You get to choose which of those types you get to expand. Yeah, it's handy especially for weapons, right? Because, or sorry, so you can do it weapons, bows, outfits, and shields. You get to choose which one gets expanded by one. Because there are a ton of them, right? There are 920 of them total, which is insane. Oh, good, Cumberbat. We're going to switch over in a minute. I just want to get to the town, basically. Yeah, right, Kenneth. It's not quite so elaborate. Just magic. He does a little dance, shakes some, what are they called? What, maracas? Hey, Korok Leaf. That's useful. I'm going to have to keep you even though you're useless as a weapon. Sure. See, I have to keep giving up weapons, even though I'll need them eventually. No, I'm not really rushing. Oh, I don't have... Okay, we're going to have to do this a different way. Yeah, we're going to play a bit of Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain, that was what I said. Didn't enunciate. Oh, you got it. Ding. Oh, no. Don't die for your own ideas. Yes, I think a baked apple would sound just lovely. That's all I'm doing. Oh noes! Oh, he's throwing rocks at me. That's not pleasant. Teehee. I did a lot of this when I first started the game. What's that? You better find out. No, I didn't get you. You're a smart one. Hey, what's that? Better go find out. Haha, toodles. You're not dead yet? You're a resilient one, aren't you? What about that one? You see that? Ding. You dead? You're still not dead? How about this one? See that thing? What is it? Better find out. Ding. Dead yet? Yeah. Thought so. Ooh, yes, I'll use you. What are we using right now? Get rid of this guy. Toodles. No, it's not. It's an eyeball. Put that in your pocket. Let's do this just for kicks. Rolling down the hill. It's gonna cook whatever's in there. Oh, I didn't cook the apple. Boo. Arrow, I'll take you. I'll take you. I'll take you. Where were we headed again? Oh, right, over here. Actually, let's go up there, just for kicks. One hit. Good night. You mean repair? Okay, this is gonna be tricky. Well, not really, but... So slow! Link, hurry up, buddy. This is what gets me in trouble every time, because I want to jump, and then I run out of stamina. Yeah, no worries. No, you can't repair. You'll end up destroying hundreds of weapons. Risk it. Oh noes! We can do it. Haha! Yeah, we just open this up here. I know, I know, Cumberbund. I always push the limit a bit too much with that. Sheikah Tower activated. There's a guy who can make weapons for you if they're destroyed in Zora's domain. But no, not really. No. It'd be cool if they could. I'm definitely gonna give it a go, Buzzy. Especially if there are people that want to play, like, that I know. I'm down for that. I don't know anybody around here that would play, but I'll play with you guys. Regional map extracted. I could be wrong though, Kenneth, but I'm pretty sure you can't repair anything. I'm pretty sure it's all, I know, Nak. Well, I'll give it a go. I don't have... Anyway, let's leave it at that. Alright, so we can use this thing to tell us when we're close to other things. Usually by default, well, by default it is set to shrines, so it'll beep when you're close to shrines. That's what the beep beep is, whenever you hear, in previous... Oh, cool, kind of. Well, that's all good, Buzzy. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Yeah, definitely, Knock. I'm down, 100%, man. I've already ordered it. I'd love to play, if you want. It'll make it a lot more fun, I think. I wouldn't play with randoms, I'd just play with people I know. That's what the beeps mean. I'm close to a shrine. It also, but like, it vibrates, but obviously that doesn't help you guys. What's that, Kenneth? Fallout? I don't know. She hasn't been here today. Yeah, it's definitely on Xbox too. I don't know if they allow cross-platform play. Oh no, we're in trouble. It's on PC too. It's on everything. I'm kind of cheating here. Well, I can. It's slowly restoring. If it starts raining, I'm doomed. Okay, forget it. Let's go. It'll be on all consoles except for the Switch. Hope. Well, it'll play best on the PC for sure. Oh, we might be cutting this a little close. Might be cutting it a little close. We have to do a last minute dash. Oh noes! It's red! We gotta go! Haha! Oh, high risk, high reward. I will die because of play like that early in the game. Purple rupee. Sweet! It's a lot of rupees. Impatience is my enemy. Alright. Is it gonna get cold soon? Looks like it might. No, we're good. The only thing that's weird in this game is that you can't fast travel to towns. But you can't, there's always a shrine right beside a town, so you can fast travel to the shrine. But yeah, you can't fast travel to towns, which is weird. But again, it doesn't really matter because again, there's shrines right beside it. But it's an odd rush room. Ba-do-ba-do-ba-do-boo-boo. Oh, what's up, Kenneth? Beep, 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 beep. Where is the village? Oh, sweet. Well, Nax got one, you know. I will get one soon. I'm really curious about it. That's cool, though. That's called cross-platform. I just find this game so relaxing just to wander around. You're not getting me until they get me. Haha, it's getting dangerously close. That's awesome. Have a good night, Buzzy. Wait, where's my mark? Oh, this is gonna be close. What's that? That's the bridge. Oh, goody! This is gonna be a problem. Yeah, you can get me. Oh, really? That's cool, Knack. I didn't know that. That's gotta be interesting when you're, like, flying through the air. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, whenever there's a bad guy, it gets tense. In a hurry. There's another tower. Do that for next time. Yeah, I can imagine. I want all the apples. Give me your apples. No, come on, climb the tree, buddy. You can do it. Fine, we're gonna take out the axe. They'll grow back, don't worry, guys. You can also push those down a hill if you want to knock out enemies. It's pretty cool. If it wants to behave. Also, I've never done this. Let's try this just for kicks. You can, I've never done this, so let's see how it works. Oh, get on there. No, get on. No, it didn't work. You're supposed to be able to ride those. I've never done it before, though. Here's the village. Perhaps I should go to the shrine first. Oh, are we... Okay, that was weird. Just stop for a second. We'll go to the shrine, then we can save it. We can go to the village next time. I'm gonna try doing that next time. Because you see videos of people, like, riding things all over the place. Oh, maybe we can do this shrine. Let's do this one shrine. Oh, that's cool, Kenneth. Oh, I gotta remember to delete that other video. Let's delete it. I may as well now if it's ready. I don't get... Wait a second, how am I getting... I got more likes on the video that was a mistake. Okay, we'll just make that unlisted, I suppose. Wait, I've got comments on it too. How does that work? Okay, I'm gonna say... I don't even know what to do with that. I'll deal with that later. Okay. What do we do? Oh, is this a battle? It is a battle. Let's use you. Eightfold blade. Oh, boo. What can we get rid of? We're getting rid of you, sorry. Oh, we can't actually throw it, I forgot. You can go. Yeah, we started off, the first stream, I tried using the events again, and it turned out there was like a 20-second lag on the chat, so I quit it, and then started this one. That's why there's like a really short stream before this one came out. But I was just laughing because, this is a battle. Because it got a lot of people watching it, and, anyway, whatever. Alright, let's do it. I know you're coming. So some of them are these tests of strength and whatnot. Yeah, the axe is gonna die soon though. Yada yada yada. This is not... Okay, let's go, buddy. Yeah. But there aren't any barriers, so that's gonna be interesting. Well, that is not effective. Let's use... Now we can't use that guy with the rusty broadsword. Wait a second, why am I not hurting him? Did I miss something? Is it trying to teach me something? Hey, first try. How do you like that? I never am good at this. Okay, we need to switch our weapon. Do backflip. I'm never good at the flurry. I don't have any... Do I have one arrow? Yeah, I know. You can stun them. But they're trying to teach me something. Let's see if we can try to do it properly. Sure. Oh, I didn't do it. It's so funny. I'm doing it pretty easily here. I usually suck at this in the game. What are we going to do this time? Wait, what? Oh, I see. I never do this, though. Oh, this is where you knock it back with the shield. Whatever, let's go. Whoa, whoa, no, 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 we can't do this. You need a one-handed sword. Okay, let's try it again. Well, that sucks. How do you do what? The flurry? You have to time it, you have to jump out of the way right at the right moment. It's hard, I usually suck at it. Alright, you come to me, buddy. Yeah, you basically have to jump out of the way at the last second. And then just start wailing on the Y button. I usually suck at it. It's really, really helpful if you can get good at it. I know. Okay, so there we go. That was quicker than I thought it would be, but whatever. We'll leave it at that, though, because there's going to be a whole bunch of dialogue and stuff in the town. It's true, Cumberbatch. It definitely would. Like, one of the streams, I forget which one it was, I was fighting Thunderblight, and I was out of arrows, and I was almost dead, and it was my last-ditch effort, and I was like, okay, I gotta try it. And it worked, and it never works, and I ended up killing the guy. It was one of those, it was an epic moment in the stream. Because it was basically the only way I could have survived. And it worked. But I did not have any confidence whatsoever it would work. It just was one of those moments. Yeah, I know. It was one of those, like, I can't believe that worked. Because I totally didn't expect it to. It was pretty awesome. I was so happy. Yeah, but if you can get good at that, Kenneth, it'll help you big time. I just generally... I don't know why I just sucked at it for so long. I still don't think I'm very good at it. I'd like to get better. It would make things, especially fighting the Lynels, it would make things a lot easier. I don't know if you've met a Lynel yet. I don't know, what are they, lions? They're like beasts. They're half, like, lion, half, I don't know, humanoid. You'll meet them and they're pretty difficult. A lot of these things are DLC things that are popping in. I think all of them are, actually. All the X stuff, it's all DLC stuff. Okay, we get it. Yeah, that's true. Well, it's not, I don't think it's horse. Yeah, we are going to do some heavy rain. It won't be a super long one. We'll play some. Yeah, they're quite difficult. Alright, there's DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. What time is it? Alright, Nak. Good luck on the hunt. Yeah, same thing happened to me a whole bunch of times. It still happens once in a while. They're quite difficult, especially if you try to run away. If they start shooting arrows at you, he doesn't miss. Yeah, exactly. Should we talk to Impa? Okay, let's stop it here. That's probably the easiest place. And then we'll pick this up again later in the week sometime. And we'll switch over to some Heavy Rain to end the night. One day, Kenneth. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to stop this one here. Thanks, everybody, that for hanging out tonight. It was a lot of fun. I love this game. Looking forward to playing more of it. It'll be back on for sure next Monday at the same time. I might play it again this weekend, so keep an eye out. But again, yeah, thanks for hanging out. And if anybody's interested in watching some Heavy Rain, do a bit of a stream in a couple minutes. But yeah, the rest of you guys have a great rest of the night. Cheers, guys. Have a good night, Kenneth, man. See you guys.